destiny. Don't fear failure.
All right, we are recording. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are doing an after hours on Adult Swim. So
I wish we haven't.
well, we're gonna talk about modern Adult Swim. That's gonna be the first question.
Aww.
But I'm your host, Renegade Operative, and I'd like to introduce my panel. So first we have Kaneki.
Man, fuck Modern Adult Swim. Oh, Rick and Morty channel. Okay.
Second we have Andre.
My name is what's up, everyone?
And then we have Mr. Brandel.
Adult Swim, well, like Children's Swim. The show's trash lately.
All right, we might as well just get right into number one. So thoughts on modern Adult Swim? And I'm sure everyone said it being trash.
Brandon already said the answer.
All right, I'm gonna try to go in depth with it. It's just they don't have the creativity they used to have. They used to have a lot of anime that was really good, a lot of original shows, and now it's just reruns of the meme show Rick and Morty all over again. So if they were to improve this, like, what would you guys do personally?
Well, stars, I take a step back and figure out what made them successful in the first place.
Yeah.
No, that's be one thing, because now they should have the same problems Cartoon Network having lately. Now they forgot what the core audience was. Now, granted, the audience that were watching these shows are literally growing up or just getting old. So like, either like they gotta go back to basics and figure out what made them strong, or find a way to capture new audiences that were also quality shows. Because a lot of shows today aren't even quality. Just quick crash grabs.
Right. The problem with Adult Swim now is there's not a lot of variety on it, because if you constantly show the same thing over and over and over and over again, people are going to get really bored of it. And that's really the problem, because back then they had stuff like the Venture Brothers, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and what was it? I know they had Moral. There you go.
Oblongs.
Oblongs,
Yep, the Oblongs,
Moral
yep.
Oral. Then there's their anime block that had like Full Metal Alchemist, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, all that stuff. Bleach, yeah.
Yep. Those were the days.
Anime block, you mean like Toonami or just anime block?
Well, Adult Swim used to show like anime all the time on their block. I think the only difference was that when you saw anime over there, it was a little bit more uncensored.
Okay.
So it was
That is kind of true.
a lot more blood and violence and gore.
Okay, that makes sense.
Toonami now, they just censor shit, especially with the more mainstream animes.
Didn't they just cancel Venture Brothers not too long ago?
Yes,
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 they did.
Rip.
And wasn't that the last show that was basically surviving the old ages of Adult Swim?
I think so, and well, people were saying that Boondocks was coming back, but obviously that's not gonna happen now.
I mean that is the same as what it was before though. It's gonna be a new take, I think.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it was a rumor, but it didn't happen.
And the guy that was gonna replace rest in peace, John Witherspoon's, the guy.
Oh, yeah, Granddad.
Yeah, the one he does Granddad, his son. They did not accept his, they didn't like it, even though he did a damn good impression of Granddad. That's like a new voice for him. I don't know why they didn't accept it.
Damn, they don't want no creativity with their comedy, fam. What's going on? I just want to see.
Like his son can carry the legacy. I don't know why they just don't let him do it.
I just want to see Granddad say, "Excuse me, sir, this is a hoe. Not in my house. She's not."
We need to have Uncle Ruggles come back, man.
Oh, they tried.
Oh, that dude was hilarious. But go ahead.
But knowing how it is nowadays, I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't be in the show. But go on, Ren.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, since they have been like sort of neutering the quality and the originality, is there even anything new that they put on there that was remotely funny? Because I keep seeing people talk about the show, Eric Andre or whatever, but I never seen it. I just keep seeing this black dude get shot, and he looks like Brandon's twin brother, and he's just like, you know, fam, I'm just gonna get lit up in this chair right now.
Although, yeah.
Lemon.
Although that show is funny, it's also doing reruns.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, reruns are going to be the nature of the beast, though, because every network has it, though. But the question is how much of it, you know? Because look at Cartoon Network, for example. They're
literally every day.
Because Teen Titans Go all day, every day, right? So that's a problem when you have just constantly reruns of one show and not even a good show for that matter, you know?
that's what I liked about well, this is a question later, but that's what I liked about old Adult Swim. They took more chances on pilots. So if something was successful, then they would go with it. If not, then they would usually drop it. So they took more chances and risks back then.
I mean, that's what literally what happened with Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It was a pilot for like a skit type show, and it became a full thing.
Yep. Space Ghost was it?
Yes, it was a Space Ghost Coast to Coast spinoff, and then it turned into his own thing. And then they fucking skewered the website because now it's like they had all the seasons on there for free, and you go to it now, and it's all over the place.
Damn.
So free shout out to HBO Max. Get that money, fam. Get that paper because.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say they were putting Aqua Teen Hunger Force episodes up on there.
I was gonna say they don't do live streams on on their site no more in Adult Swim.
Really? What the fuck?
Yep. Something must have happened.
I assume they only focus on their podcast and that's it then, because they always talk about that 24/7. But every other show that is quote unquote supposedly free, they do not advertise it at all. Or they don't put all the episodes on there. So you know, cartoon touring websites, just go there.
So no, because I know Aqua Teen's had some episodes taken now. Like the one episode where Shake got bitten by that construction worker and he turned black.
The radioactive black man?
Yup.
I assume that's like going full throttle into the Hulk, but you're just dark skinned like Brian.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this nigga ripped?
Okay, and another thing actually, another thing that could contribute to Adult Swim's today is also the comment of current, you know, events. You know, 'cause people are like, you know, easily offended today.
I don't understand why, again, the Adult Swim thing, it's like they made jokes about black people before. I mean, Carl's head is like surgically attached to a black dude's body before he's knocked out. So I'm like, why is it even a big deal? They used to do this like a lot.
I know, Boondocks had a lot of like really messed up jokes. I remember there was one episode where Martin Luther King woke up from his coma. And he got so mad at these people because they weren't like, they refused to like, you know, listen to what he had to say. So he's like, well, you ignorant ass nippers, please shut the hell up. Yeah.
I think Boondocks is really the only show that I remember that they were using the N-word a lot.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Probably nowadays it's like, nope, can't do that. Done.
Who was a celebrity that got triggered on that show?
Oh, Tyler Perry, because they make fun film of his antics as Medea and him cross dressing, and I think the joke was like a film owning like a sex cult or whatever.
Look,
so he got super offended over that to a point where he threatened to like get off the network altogether.
Look, Martin Lawrence dressed in a fat suit. He looked like a giant chocolate blob, and. This was done way prior to this show, so I don't even know what he was expecting. It's something that he does.
What can you do with some people?
And it's not like they name drop him or anything either. It's just like an obvious reference to what he does, just turn up to 1,000, you know?
Can you imagine?
So he got trigger over nothing.
I don't know if South Park did this, but can you imagine if they parodied like him and he actually saw that shit?
I'm pretty sure they did, but unlike Boondocks, South Park will actually tell him to his face and then spit all over him.
Yeah, they actually drop names. They drop everything. I've seen it. I seen it with the skit with Michael Jackson. They had where his nose came off. So I was like, God damn.
And get Kanye West, you know, and Kim Kardashian and all that. You know, they make fun of everybody they can get their hands on, no matter who you are.
Okay, so I have an odd question here. Does anyone remember the April Fools with Samurai Jack? And they constantly, dude, I was so mad when they constantly did reruns of Rick and fucking Morty.
That,
dude, everyone was. I know a lot of people were really pissed off because remember, people want Samurai Jack they want that show to come back on for like at least a decade, and a lot of people were fucking heated. Like, you can't believe it, man.
From what I remember, it was episode 2 or something, or episode 3.
Episode 3 or episode 4. Like, it was very early into this
What, that they started the prank?
Yeah, that they started the prank.
That is not
prank. It was early into the show's life cycle.
That is not smart for them to do a prank.
Yeah.
And then everyone wanted to watch it, and then they were like, I was like, you motherfuckers. Like, I sat there for like a while, and I thought this joke was going to end after like maybe 2 episodes of the new Rick and Morty. Then they kept showing it over and over and over, and I'm like, well, fuck, they got everybody.
They don't hold back when it comes to jokes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, because I actually looked at the guide to see, like, okay, how many episodes we got, and then I continue on until I saw Cartoon Network again. It was the whole night. They carried that joke the whole night, and it's not even funny.
Yeah, I got old really fast.
They know what they was doing, unfortunately.
So I got a flip side question to the one we did beforehand. That was question number 1. What do you think about old Adult Swim and the quality they had on there?
Old Adult Swim is the equivalent of old Cartoon Network.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, they had quality and bangers after hit, man, you know?
Right.
There was a reason. There was a reason to stay up in the old Adult Swim days.
I used to hate that shit.
I remember like.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I remember like used to stay up really late, and I remember watching like episodes of not only Aqua Teens, but I remember watching like Inuyasha and stuff like that. Like, you remember Inuyasha? It was on Adult Swim. Like, those were the days, and they had so much variety. So there was like a lot of reasons to watch it. Like, all the shows are great, you know, like just quality.
Dude, that was fucking up my school schedule. I was like, the fact that it came on at around like, I want to say 10, 11 for me, and I know I had to go to school in the morning, but I could not stop watching because I was obsessed with either Trigun or Cowboy Bebop when they were showing their anime block there. And then all the new shows were funny as shit. Like, I remember Home Movies, Aqua Teen, C-Lab. I was up for all that. And I was like, I used to just take the VHS tapes and tape the shows. So if I had school that morning, I would come back and watch it later in the evening after I'm done.
Bro, I did not miss an entire fucking episodes of Dragon Ball. Whenever they show Dragon Ball episodes, I did not miss one.
I just remember they had Dragon Ball episodes uncut. It was uncut to shit, so you see guts and Bulma's ass and everything, dude.
Oh yeah, another cursing is I remember right when Frieza appeared in Z, like the uncut version was a lot gore. Like I remember like Vegeta was like bleeding out when he got hit and shot in the chest with the laser.
Yeah, those were the golden times. Cause that's how I got into Dragon Ball. Actually, watching it on Cartoon Network and Cartoon Network Toonami when they had those all-day marathons. Because this is going diversion to Cartoon Network a little bit. They had these marathons that happened all day for Toonami back in the earlier days, which you don't see today, obviously. So yeah, the fact that you can actually bridge that and also watch uncensored versions of anime on Adult Swim was, it was great.
I just remember watching that whole series of Vegeta taking like an L for like how many episodes? 4 or 5? He was getting his ass beat, dude.
He was getting his shit kicked out.
I mean, he's an L taker, so
he took the worst L because the Frieza beating is probably the most violent one in the Frieza saga. As a matter of fact, that whole fight was violent, but I'm just diverging now. But yeah, it was definitely something that was addicting. Staying up late, figuring out what shows was coming on, even when they were doing like those typical reruns of adopting like, actually no, I think the most popular one was when they got like Futurama, because that was a big deal back then. And I remember,
Oh yeah, Futurama.
yeah, I remember it was on Fox, and then they said they were continuing on with Adult Swim, and I watched like every single episode. It was funny as shit.
There was a reason. I think the reason why it was Futurama got canceled was it was mostly merchandise. Because if I remember correctly, like if a show doesn't sell enough merchandise, it'll actually get pulled off the air. Like that's what actually happened with Spectacular Spider-Man. Like it didn't sell enough merchandise, and as a result,
Oh.
like the
It didn't get canceled. It moved to Comedy Central to finish the series.
Yeah, that was like later
right.
on.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just it wasn't as popular as like The Simpsons or something like that. So let's just move it around a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
It definitely had a small window, but production was the kind of problem.
Oh yeah, right.
So in terms of talking about shows, since this is a lead-in question, what was your favorite like shows that they were displaying back then?
The Oblongs.
Oblongs was an obscure one.
Pretty obvious questions that I finished the series, but Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But like rewatching the whole series, I was like, it's pretty astounding that shows on for like 15 straight years, and I actually really love the series finale. Where it turns out like the show just kind of it just doesn't end, it just stops. It's like this really funny meta end joke, like, oh we're done now, you can go home.
Oh, I'm trying to
My
think.
favorite show? Honestly, a lot of my favorite shows at the time were honestly the usual American Dad, Family Guy, Robot Chicken, Oblongs, and whatever else that came out at the time, right? Those were the shows I watched. Though. Back when they had the highest quality standard at the time, before that maybe they dipped in quality or weren't just bad. But yeah, those were the shows I just generally watch all the time. On Adult Swim.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was usual Aqua Teen, or like I said, their anime block, which everyone knows about because everyone stayed up for that too. I like C Lab as well. Like a lot of people slept on that show. They thought it wasn't really as funny, but it had some good jokes in there. A show I didn't get into
wasn't my favorite either, to be honest. Though, like the humor was kind of too dry for my taste, at least at the time, because I didn't understand what they were going for. But then again, though, I did watch a lot of Aqua Teen, so maybe it just didn't catch me as much as Aqua Teen did.
It's funny because it's one of those things where it's like, well, it was similar to Space Ghost, where they took an old ass cartoon and sort of reworked it to be in a modern setting or something like that. Yeah, but that's the reason why I kind of like that stuff, because it's like, at least they're trying to do something original with the block. I'm trying to think of other original shows that I remember back then. Let's like flip it or something, because there's also shows that's like I didn't care for back then, like home movies. I didn't care for that, and I didn't care for the Eric and Tim show or whatever the fuck that was, where
I didn't care for a lot of action shows I actually did not care for.
Arrington was okay. I just didn't get the appeal for it. Like, I don't know, the jokes just didn't click with me at the time, because back then I was pretty young and didn't really I just didn't understand the humor.
Oh shit, I fucked up, and for my favorites I didn't say Venture Brothers. That was also a really good one before they removed it.
Oh yeah, Venture Brothers is great. That was a really good show.
I'm just still looking at their
Black
blog.
Jesus, enough said.
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
God,
is the
Black
man.
Jesus.
That was a great show.
Especially when you roasted Tyrese, though, but that's a different story.
Did it get a second season? I think it got like another season.
There was the Brack Show. I remember that shit. Stroker and Hoop. Mike Tyson had a show?
Oh yeah,
Tyson
that was a good one.
Actually, yeah, he did.
That was a good
Tyson
one.
Mysteries.
Mike
That show
Tyson's
was actually
Mysteries.
good. Like,
Yeah, it's literally just Scooby-Doo, but the black man has a lead.
That was a good one.
I feel like that show isn't complete unless he bit someone's ear off. That had to happen. I'm taking a look at their selection right now. Tom Goes to the Mayor. I heard of that. Never watched it. Minority?
Just don't watch Mr. Pickle.
Assy McGee. Now I do remember that, where it was
Assy
like
McGee.
Assy was great. I'm not gonna lie though, that show was stupid, but it's fun.
two
It was
walking
dumb
cheeks walking down the street and it is a television show. I remember that shit.
Oh, I just remember seeing promos of that.
The only other show I really couldn't get into was Perfect Hair Forever. I didn't find it funny, and
What is that?
that was the one where it was somewhat like DBZ, where they tried to do it in an anime style, and they had this hair and shit, and I didn't even know what it was about, to be honest, after researching it. But
Oh, they'll never try to be a Kappa Mikey.
Kappa Mikey,
I
Yeah.
remember that show.
that I never heard of, but I don't think I want to hear about it. And
It was okay. It was okay. Basically, the whole point of the show was, it was like, you know, one of those like anime-esque shows where like cartoons are trying to like emulate anime. It was kind of like that, and I thought the show was all right. It wasn't.
Yeah, cartoons was in that phase before, although some did it better, some did not. But moving on.
Hmm.
and the only other
Uh,
underrated one I remember is Black Dynamite, and that's it.
Did anyone mention
yeah.
Harvey Birdman?
No.
Oh, I
No.
remember
That was a good-
Great. That was great.
That was a classic Adult Swim show. This dude was like bringing all the Hanna-Barbera characters into the fucking law, son. That was great.
All right, Kaneki, what about you? Any shows you really weren't into, even if it was popular or not?
Probably the ones you named, because I never heard of them, nor was interested.
As I said, I felt the same for home movies a little bit before it started to grow on me. I thought the first season was trash.
Home movies,
It's okay, but it at first with the animation, because I remember the animation was like really, really bad the first season.
yeah.
And then they started to get better over time. But I'm surprised no one mentioned Metalocalypse.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
watch
yeah,
it a
that
lot.
show was-
Yeah.
Can't be Adult Swim without that show.
No,
I watched that show actually a lot though, but it wasn't like a top tier contender as my favorite. But it was just weird.
Yeah.
To put it mildly.
It was like mostly dark humor. The show is just real like.
They have great songs though. I'll give them
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the soundtrack is really damn good though. I do love the soundtrack.
Party, party, party.
What about you, Brandon? Did you go?
For what? Least favorite?
Yeah, least favorite.
Shoot, there's a lot of them though. But to keep it simple, I guess some of the live action shows, I just they didn't vibe with me. But either that or for the animation, like the underwater show. I forgot you guys just called it Space Station, whatever, or Substation. Sorry, I didn't get to that show. It just didn't vibe with me.
Oh, you mean C-Lab?
Yeah, Sea Lab. That's it. That show didn't vibe with me. I didn't get the humor.
All right, I gotta. Go ahead, Andre.
The only one I wasn't big on was, yeah, the live action ones. That was about it.
Oh. Y'all forgot Robot Chicken.
I think that was said earlier by Brandon.
Yeah, I like Robot Chicken a lot.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Little Chicken's great. It's a good show.
I think the only popular show that I also wasn't really feeling is the Brack Show, because I don't
I
know.
never seen it.
It's basically a Space Ghost spinoff, but they're dealing with Brack, and I just didn't think it was funny as Space Ghost or
Oh yeah, Brack. I know what you're talking about.
or
yeah.
Aquatine. It's a couple of standout episodes, so I'm not gonna say it's completely trash, but I just didn't get into it like other people.
Cause what was it? I think the dude who I know the animator C. Martin Kroger, he did work on that show, or at least he voiced the character, and I know he's like and it's the same guy who did Doctor Weird.
Yeah, he's the
Gentleman,
giant.
behold.
He's the giant praying mantis Zorak.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Other than that, there's just ones that I didn't see, which I wouldn't say that they're bad, but you know what? I see one right now. That show called Squidbillies. That show was trash. I didn't like it.
Squidbillies.
I really didn't like it. I wasn't feeling the humor or anything. I just thought it was meh.
Better than Mr. Pickles.
I don't want to see Mr. Pickles.
No, you
Mr.
don't.
Pickle.
The only one I'm surprised people didn't mention is Moral Oral, because the only thing I remember about that show is the kid getting high from crack and doing his
His father is messed up. That's how I remember the show.
yeah. So we're gonna move on to another one. Hold on, let me see what we got here. Oh, I got a good one. So in terms of their anime selection, is there shows that you didn't like on the anime block?
I would say Sword Art Online, but that would be too easy.
Well, wait, for Tsunami specifically, or just them?
For them.
Just
for
Okay,
them.
Do you have a list?
Let's
hard to
remember.
see. Let's see.
yeah, I can't remember some of them.
Well, you know what? We can use Toonami as a basis as well. Why not?
All right.
Okay, yeah, Sword Art Online. I liked the first few episodes though, because I thought the premise was cool. But yeah, yeah, that show existed.
Yeah, the rest of the first season and beyond. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not that good. It's bad.
Garbage, yo, chief.
Let's see. JoJo to an extent, mostly because of the dub. They did not. They did not deal. They did not do Dio's dub justice, in my opinion.
They didn't deal.
I don't like John or Dio's dub voice. They just
This-
sound really.
The this,
They just
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, this is one of those instances where it's like a Akuma effect. I only want to hear Dio in Japanese. It's that effect.
right, because it just sounds really jarring for like American actors trying to pull off like a British accent. It just does not work. I mean, it can work with some actors, but
Yeah,
considering what they were going for, it sounds really hokey. I know they did this with
It's not
part
for
2
me.
with Joseph. I was like, oh my god, they're still doing the accents. Come on, man.
I would just watch the Japanese subtitles, but that's just me.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think and go down the list of things.
Oh.
Go ahead.
When they show Boruto, that was trash.
Oh, burrito.
Wait, that was on a Adult Swim or
Toonami.
Okay.
That was a good thing they took it off because there was not many episodes they could show.
Wait, so they aired
oh.
Boruto, but not many episodes were shown.
Yeah, because they were slow on the dub.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
Yeah, they kind of messed up right there.
Because what was it? COVID kind of. Not COVID, but I think there
Nah,
were like
it
issues
wasn't
with.
COVID.
No, it was before that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't many dubs for the episodes. But I think there are now, but
I didn't
they're
know they were dubbing episodes at the point. Cause I didn't even see Boruto on Toonami.
yeah, I didn't know about it either until they showed it on Toonami.
Right.
But I'm assuming it would be the same cast that did the dub for the Boruto movie.
Probably gonna hurt some feelings and say that JoJo's overrated, but you know,
I agree.
yeah, no,
It is.
they about to come out of the woodwork.
Damn.
Yeah, I legit don't see the appeal to JoJo. Like come on. Like the stance and stuff is cool, but like it's all style, no substance.
It's got some cool fights, but the story and characters are just kind of like they're just really bland. There's really nothing interesting. I like the art style of JoJo, but I just can't really jive at all with like how the series is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm gonna try to give you guys a link to their syndicated programming for anime, so you can see it. I'll post it in the chat. It's from a wiki, so you can see all the ones and see if you notice anything that stands out in terms of anime. Because the next question is, what types of anime we liked on Adult Swim?
Oh, that's an easy question.
That's a lot of these, though.
Times on Adult Swim now.
Yeah, they had anime blocks, and I remember Case Closed. I really like that, as well as Full Metal Alchemist, because I got
Wait,
introduced to those. And remember, Death Note was on there as well.
Oh, Blood Plus. That's where I saw this from originally. Toonami, and also Code Geass.
I remember watching
Astro
Samurai-
Boy, that's a classic.
Oh yeah, you guys remember Samurai Champloo?
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
fuck,
That show
man.
was fire.
And
dude.
Inuyasha
I
was
love
also on
Samurai
it.
Champloo.
Yeah,
Rurouni
well,
Kenshin, boys,
Yeah.
or they call it
Um,
Samurai X.
I thought that was on
Old school
Toonami
bundle.
as well, like Samurai X.
It would have
I'm
been.
Yeah, it
pretty
was.
sure they showed it in the. Oh, it was. Oh, well,
Yeah, they showed it on both.
Let's see. Oh, Toonami! I forgot they showed Black Lagoon. That was good.
Black Lagoon. Did it?
All right. Yes, they did. 2014. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume all the swearing was not as extreme as the uncut versions.
They probably censored it.
Yeah.
They most likely would have censored it because there's also a particular scene that could come off as a bit transphobic. No, if if you're a little that sensitive, to be honest. But yeah, I'm willing to bet they did censor some things because it can be extreme word Revi's language.
I'm not surprised. We're talking about like old school anime where they just completely went off the walls. Let me see. All the other ones. Full Metal, yeah, that's FLCL was just weird. That's a Fooey.
FLCL, I remember.
I just remember the dude had the giant fucking thumb in the middle of his forehead, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I remember that show had a recent second season, and they showed it on Toonami. My thing is, they showed it on Toonami first, but then people got to wait for the Japanese English subtitles like a few months later because of that deal.
Oh, Lupin the
I
Third.
didn't see this.
Never heard of this.
I had the second season.
What happened, Brandon?
Morbito, if I'm saying that right. Guardian of the Spirits. I never heard of this.
Me neither.
I never heard that either.
What the hell is Soul Eater?
Soul Eater? Oh, you didn't see Soul Eater?
No, I never seen it.
Fuck?
I never seen it.
Yeah, it's a very weird show. Like, it's very artistic and weird. I think you will enjoy it for
He'll enjoy it.
For his over the topness. Like Renegade, the moon literally has a mouth and a pair of eyes. Like, that's how weird the show can get.
What the fuck? You saying the moon has titties?
No, eyes. No, eyes and a mouth. That's it.
Eyes and titties. All right, never mind. I was kidding.
Oh, fucking God, you little.
They got Mobile Suit Gundam, which I did watch. That's how I know Gundam in the first place by
Saved by
the
the
Adult
Bell.
Swim block.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Saved by the Bell was there.
That was an anime? I thought that was a live action.
No, the live action. The syndicated program has the animation and the live action stuff.
Yeah, they do.
There.
Weird.
That's
I'm
why.
surprised they showed part 2 of Lupin. Oh, that's why they showed Lupin part 2. Because part 1 was never dubbed.
What the fuck? Mr. T had his own show?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah,
What?
that's right, he did.
I know it ain't anime, but come on, man, that's crazy.
Muhammad Ali had his own show as well back a long time ago.
Yeah, rest in peace, champ.
Mhm.
No, he's not dead. That was good. No, I'm thinking of
We're ready. Oh, Code Geass. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, Code Geass.
Is that the show with that dude named Lelouch or whatever? And he does that weird laugh.
He got the geese powers.
Yeah, he does that weird laugh. I forget who voices him.
Mm.
I want to. Is it it's one of those DMC guys. Is it Johnny?
Johnny.
Yes,
Part of
yeah,
it.
that's
It is Johnny. It is. I know I had that one chick who had green hair and she was eating pizza all the time.
Oh, CC.
Yep, Cece.
Honestly, just looking at this like real quick, their anime block was not trash. They had a couple of good ones up here.
Oh, they had Kakashi. That show was great.
Okay, when you say Kakashi, I'm thinking of Naruto.
Yeah, it's the same.
Wait.
Yeah, it's named that, but it has an extra. The way you say it's weird.
I'm the only dude in here that probably saw like Kikaider. That was the one with the robot that was like red and blue, and he was going around beating up demons. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I need to see that.
One I did see was Big O.
I haven't seen Big O.
Pretty good.
Yeah, but we didn't mention it, so I figured I might as well get it out of the way.
Oh yeah, I actually remember watching a lot of Naruto on Adult Swim. Like I used to stay up pretty late and I remember that's actually how I got into it. I got into it through like the arc where Itachi first appears.
All right, now I'm just gonna look at the Toonami programming when
Yeah,
they came back.
yeah, I'm looking at everything else as well.
It's almost 10 years since they came back, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was it? 2012. They came back.
Yeah.
Let's see what they have shown. They shown Helsing. Yes.
Yeah, they did. I think it was
Not
on Ultimate.
Yeah, it was the best one. They did good. They
I
did good.
agree.
All right, so I want to go to the next question really quickly, which is involving basically funniest moments and the funniest shows. So, in your opinion, in terms of the jokes they told for all the shows they had, if you could narrow it down to like 2, what would be your favorite between each show they showed on Adult Swim?
I'll say Aqua Teen, honestly, like, because their humor is like all over the place. It's never static. It's all
I think the funniest episodes in Aqua Teens for me was Ham Banana and Dickasode. Those are probably the funniest. But another one that was really funny was when Carl lost his body.
Oh,
And,
yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's the one where he gets his body transplanted on some eyeballs.
Yeah, like he uses like Frylock's invention. And he gets like his whole body gets torn to shreds, and the only thing left is his head. And I do love the episode where and the one where Shay gets bitten by the radioactive black man. That was a really funny one.
Shit, I'm trying to think. I might
Mine
have to cop out for Aqua Teen. Go ahead, Kaneki.
Mine was the Boondocks where they parodied based on the real life event. Was it a teacher saying the N-word and he was white? They parodied that. It was great.
Yeah, they did. They did it down to a T. It was funny.
It was funny,
That was
man.
great. That was a really funny episode.
I'm trying to think. Well, I will make mine easy. I like the episode of Boondocks where, what was it? The guy was strapped to the bed and Ruckus was like, "Read, nigga, read."
Oh yeah,
No,
he was being exercised.
No, a book.
Actresses. That episode was funny.
And then the second one is probably an Aqua Teen episode. I think it's so many jokes in the show. I just, it's hard to think, but I think the funniest one that I've seen so far is each and every single time Shake does something. I think there was one where he was trying to get a loan or something, and then these mob guys were just constantly beating the shit out of him.
And well deserved. Shake is an asshole.
Yeah,
I think the one episode where Frylock I think the funniest one I remember, I don't know if you guys remember. You remember the Granite Family episode? Shake wanted this TV show to come back, and he went to like these extreme lengths. Like what he did was he like fucked over the whole world by like doing like this. He basically attacked Russia with a nuke, and they responded by like nuking the entire universe.
God damn.
And Shake goes, and Shake goes back in time with like Frylock's time thong, so he can become president, have the Grant family exists.
I swear they did a parody of Dora the Explorer where she's like a porn star or some shit.
What?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but like all her companions was having sex with her. I was like, what the hell is this dude?
That was actually not what I expected. I expected them to be actual toys.
Well, they were toys, all right, just not in the way that you're thinking, or maybe in the way you're thinking. I don't know. You're black. Hey, you. What about you, Kaneki? Funniest moments in any Adult Swim show?
I already said one.
You did? Did you say
Yeah,
the second?
the Boondocks.
The second one?
Oh, the second.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because there's a lot of funny moments. Probably the Boondocks once again. Because I know a lot about Boondocks and Aqua Teen. You know I like that show as well. The Boondocks second is the when they all did the episode about nigga moments.
Oh yeah,
I
well the
remember,
dudes
yeah.
were getting mad, and I think that's when what is it? The kicked in your chest thing started.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I know what you're talking about.
You eat a
I
dude.
think any episode of Snake Mirror was pretty funny.
And he possessed I forgot his name, but you know the old dude possessed granddad's neighbor.
I
Snake Mirror.
I
Right?
forget what
know
his
you're
name
talking about.
was because he was also in
Stink-
prison.
Yep.
His name was Stink Meaner.
No, I'm talking about the neighbor, Tom. I think that's
Tom.
his name. Yeah, Tom.
Snake Meter
yeah.
possessed Tom. That was great.
Oh my god. Oh no, the funniest one with the Booty Warrior. That one was really funny. I like you and I want you. We can do this the
Easy way or
the hard
highway. Choice,
And
yo.
keep in mind, most of these are based on real events too. So the fact that they
Yep.
actually turn real events and period that's talent in my opinion.
That is real talent.
I'm trying to. I wonder if you guys saw any of the specials that they had for like Halloween and shit like that. Remember when the characters were like getting killed? It was one it was one they did for the Brack show where like one of them literally got hanged, dude.
Okay.
I would not know, considering I never seen that show.
No, it was it's always during Halloween. I still think they're stupid as what is it holiday is April Fools because they always do something extremely stupid. And I also heard they aired movies as well on Adult Swim, but I can't think of which ones they did. That's why I'm looking through the wiki right now to see which ones they did.
They air movie. Well, the only movies I know they air was mostly from animes, but I don't know if they did one back in the past.
They did a couple of specials. I think some of the DCAU movies were on there because when I scroll down, I see a few of them like Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, they did.
All right, I think they did Mystery and Batwoman before, or that might have been Cartoon Network.
Also, that show with not the show, but the movie with Tommy Wiseau where he fucks a belly button, that was on an April Fool's. It ran all day to the room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna link you guys their films and see if you find anything interesting in there.
I remember they also April Fool's joke with that movie, and that's how we got Toonami come back. It's like, oh shit,
Yeah,
Tom
that's right.
Tom was behind the April Fool's joke that year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, best one because he actually came back.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they initially do that to generate hype, and being that obviously succeeded on that, they brought him back.
Yep.
Damn, they had a few movies on here that were pretty cool. Like, I see they actually showed the Black Dynamite movie. They actually showed Akira. I do remember seeing Akira on there.
Akira, that was a good ass movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember Akira.
I want to see how the movie is in 4K though, because they recently released that movie in 4K.
Oh,
Akira?
yeah,
Yeah.
Akira. I say Akira. Well, now,
Yeah, you did.
look, these are my black jeans. I can't help them sometimes.
Black jeans. Come on.
Okay.
If I see that movie in 4K and I see the crisp, oh man.
I think we watched it with like Derek back in 2018 or something like that, and oh boy, I was not expecting that movie to be what it was.
What, Akira?
It was amazing. Yeah, that movie's amazing.
Oh yeah, you never seen it before during
I
that
did.
time. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. I watched it with Derek and others. Like,
Who hasn't seen it when we did it?
I don't know.
I've seen it already, but I've seen it like way beforehand. Like this is,
Yeah.
I think that was like when my brother had it on DVD, so I saw it like way beforehand. I just remember like the ending was that guy turning into a big ass blob, and,
Mhm.
and he was consuming everything. And it's like Tetsuo
And then-
Kaneda.
And I know the manga even continued after that point.
Right. Yeah,
There was
that's
a
true,
manga
'cause-
for it, and it continued after that movie event.
All the other movies seem relative to the animes they were showing on the block. Like I'm 100% surprised that I did not sit down and watch this movie, but I do remember they showed the Aqua Teen movie, but I didn't get a chance to see all of it. And like Andre, I'm pretty sure you saw it. Like, is it good as it shows?
It's a pretty funny movie. Like it made me laugh a couple times. The plot is just, it's really fucking weird because like it goes over the origins of the Aqua Teens, and then and then there's like this big plot line where I guess like people, I can't remember, but I guess for some reason they were being attacked by like a watermelon or some shit like that, and
fuck?
they had to stop this watermelon. I'm not kidding you. And it was using like this exercise machine, and it was destroying downtown. So they had to like go all over the place. Like they had to get help from the Moonanites and the Plutonians. And I think the funniest thing about that movie is they actually figure out like the origins of Fry. Like it turns out he's a lesbian trapped in a box with fries. Like
fuck?
kidding. He's a lesbian and it was like this one really funny moment, like Frylock and what was it? Dr. were beating the shit out of each other, and like Shake got thrown out of a window, and someone shot Meatwall with a shotgun. And it looks like Meatwall was dead, but he wasn't.
So I guess
Hunk of meat.
so.
Should be immortal.
So when I guess when like some chick 69s, he uses the fries or something. I don't know. Sorry, I'm a terrible person. But for the animes here, the rest is just shows they've had movies too or OVAs. Because I noticed they show some of the Dragon Ball OVAs with like Cooler, and they show they showed oh, that's the old Broly movie. Okay, I see. It's not the new one.
Yep.
And now that confuses me, considering that there's a new one out.
It was just like oh, sorry, what?
The movie's not canon no more, so.
I mean, it was.
not no more. Yeah. But Broly is now canon.
Yep, and he was beating Frieza's ass like clockwork. Like
that does change.
But otherwise,
Broly's strong now.
Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, mostly some of the stuff is solid. Their originals nowadays, not so much. I just wish that they would go back to the same amount of quality they had. I've never listened to their podcast or anything like that. I know they have one, but I'm pretty sure it's like behind the scenes stuff talking about the syndications and everything like that. So before we leave, because I think this is a good ending point, any final thoughts on Adult Swim?
Their show, the 4%. Like, I appreciate them bringing back Toonami. That's literally the biggest plus I could give them.
What about you, Kaneki?
Thanks for HBO Max, suckers.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because all their shows are getting ported over. HBO Max is killing it. Like, I guess if I were to divert there really quickly, they're not
recently they are.
Yeah, they're not only getting all of their, like, well, I wouldn't say all of them, but they're getting like most of their shows that are uncensored. Not only that, but they are also releasing the movies that are coming out in theaters simultaneously. So it's going to be in theaters and the streaming service, from what I heard. And that's going to be a crazy fucking deal, which means some people are going to yar har, obviously. Remember?
Wait, what deal?
For them releasing movies like Wonder Woman or Mortal Kombat simultaneously for theaters and streaming service.
That's going to be day one for us. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
For me, like,
there's going to be some yar harring going on for sure. Also,
for me,
go ahead.
For me, I had some pretty fond memories of Adult Swim. I mean, looking back at it, like, I mean, I got into anime through that, and I did discover a lot of the shows, and it is kind of a shame what's turned into, but even then, their old shows are still great and still worth watching. So, and I think, like you guys said, you can watch on HBO Max. So there's that.
What were you saying earlier, Brendan? HBO Max?
Disney needs to take notes.
For their service, yeah. I said this before. I think them doing this whole thing at like next to no cost, just a regular streaming price is fine or whatever. But I do think they're gonna eat it, because it's gonna be like, if they release it simultaneously, then they know that people are definitely gonna torrent that, which is a given. But yeah, the fact that
contrast though, like, that also could increase subscriptions, because, you know, normies.
Yeah, that's also like, if people have Disney Plus, then they have to also pay that fee on top of it, as opposed to just saying, hey, I can get the service really quickly or get a free trial on HBO Max and I get it like day one. So there's that.
Yeah, because like the problem with Disney Hound is that I pay subscription service to watch the movies because I have everything available to me. So why don't you pay extra just to see it because it's new, you know? At that rate, just literally put it on another network or something. That, or put it on demand, like how, like I say, these cable companies do it.
Yeah, I think the best solution they were doing with that is the one where it's like, all right, we know that this day one movie is a hot commodity, so let us put it on the streaming service for like a limited amount of time. And when it's up, you know, it'll still be in theaters if people really care about it and want to watch it. But people can see it at home too. I don't think it's gonna last because I said that like earlier. I think box office cravings is gonna kick in eventually. That's why Batman was delayed to like 2021. But for now, it's gonna be a good deal for people next year. Because I doubt that in the beginning of the year the theaters are going to be COVID free. And I saw people saying that, oh well, Wonder Woman 1984 is best experience in the theaters, and I'm like, nah, I don't
right now, no.
No,
Not really.
I don't see people going to see that on the big screen, even if it's supposedly better than the first one. I'm staying right at home.
Yeah, definitely.
You can always relax at home, man.
So any other opinions on Adult Swim or HBO Max before we head out?
You know, if they're going forward with the new shows having second, third seasons on HBO Max, then what's the point of watching them on TV?
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel the same. They better either do something with originality, or people are just gonna hop to HBO Max, especially if they know they can't. Especially if they know like they're not gonna be able to pay like even more on top of that. They see something early, hell yeah, they're gonna go over there.
As long as you don't cableize streaming services, though, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do these outros really quickly. I think this was good. So Brandon, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Immortal Brundle.
Anything else to plug? Streams?
You can find me on the Hub, but that's for my business only.
Nigga.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Kaneki.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Fuck you, Twitch, by the way. Google Order. And we cannot find Grant anywhere. Like, his Twitter is down.
You can find me where blind playthroughs are completely taken off the system.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to fire that shot, but that was just completely fucking dumb, dude. Jesus Christ.
That's fair.
All right, but I guess I'll outro Andre really quickly before I outro myself. So go ahead, Andre.
You can find me at Twitter, Andre B. Venom. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty fun podcast we had tonight.
All right, and you can find me, you know, obviously doing a blind playthrough on YouTube, Cap, at Renegade Operative. You can find me at Twitch, unfortunately, at Renegade_Operative. You can find me on Twitter at RenOperative_. And the only thing I'll be doing for the next few days is trying to either get this podcast up or we're gonna watch some movies. So we're gonna finish off Scream finally. Thank God. That's gonna be finished next week. And we're also watching this other movie called Possessor. And we've never seen it, so it's one of those things where it's like it's gonna be blind and everyone's gonna be seeing how that works, just like the Invisible.
Oh, you said that word again.
What?
We're
Wait,
gonna get canceled.
which one?
Blind.
Oh,
Blind.
no.
Oh,
Blind.
oh well.
How dare you?
Blind playthroughs are a thing of the past, people. It definitely is.
Yeah, now it's unseen playthroughs. There you go.
It's first playthrough now, okay?
First playthrough. Oh man, Twitch is a whole other can of worms, but we'll be sitting here forever. We covered that, so
Yep.
we're gonna let you guys go out there in YouTube land, and hopefully you be safe. Hopefully you enjoyed this Adult Swim discussion, and we will see you soon. Take care.
Got that Johnny skin, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh boy.
It's time to roast Tsunami now.
Dude.
Damn.
Okay, I don't even know. What are they showing on their new Toonami syndication? Like, is it even worth it?
Today, I'm actually not sure because, well, I should say yesterday, but I'm not sure actually. 'Cause I haven't watched Tsunami in a while because, well, fortunately, there's a lot of shows that they have though that don't interest me.
The only thing I know is that they're definitely showing Boruto, and that's
Boruto.
Sort of online. That's about that.
I said they stopped with Boruto.
they did. Oh, okay.
I know they're showing Black Clover.
Do I remember the motherfucking Naruto marathon that they had? And it was, I think Neo GameSpark brought it up. They showed it for 3 days. And I think that was like every season up to I think that was even after Chunin exams.
Wait, for Adult Swim, Toonami, or the original Toonami?
I think it was the original Toonami. It was definitely Toonami when they showed that.
Even Toonami did like an all-thing marathon on Dragon Ball, like for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yes, they did. Yes, they did.
That's the only way I saw the original Dragon Balls, by them doing that.
They never done something like that ever again.
Oh, because well, I'm gonna have to break Dom's heart. They barely show the original Dragon Ball that much there, because I assume it was just basically like they knew that Z was more popular and got them more views.
Z was literally just the dubbing, at least, was literally fresh at the time, so that's why they're promoting that more.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was the peak.
The movies were still literally releasing until 2008. I'm assuming, like for the English dub.
Yeah.
So so Dragon Ball Z was like fresh. The original Dragon Ball, on the other hand, like was done. Like we got everything. So they only show like maybe like 2 or 1 episode after like a whole day of Dragon Ball Z.
I wanna. If we're gonna talk about Toonami, then I have to mention the Tom stories.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Tom.
Can't be a Toonami without Tom.
No. Do you guys know the original voice of Tom? First?
Kind of.
Oh, fuck,
It was Krillin.
I think it's Krillin.
It was Krillin? God damn.
Really?
I did not. Yeah. I did not know that, but you know. I know it was a different voice before the usual Tom.
Yeah, before Steve Bloom came in.
Yeah, Steve Bloom is just Tom forever.
AKA Spike Spiegel.
Damn, he had like a bunch of different voices.
Muketsu.
Yeah, he had a bunch of different voices. C. Martin Crocker, Sonny Strait.
Dude is Onizuka and great teacher Onizuka.
Yeah, that's right. He's in Great Teacher Onizuka. I know he was what was the Mugen Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, that dude is a voice acting legend in the anime scenes back then.
Yeah, he
Well,
was
one of them at
awesome,
least.
dude.
Oh
Yep.
god, man, Toonami was hype. I'm talking like G Gundam hype. Like, god damn. I used to watch that every day. I remember that show.
GPX.
Megas XLR.
That's the original for Toonami, IGPX.
That shit was. I'm like, oh, all right.
Season 1 was definitely the best season, though, in my opinion.
It was.
Didn't they show Ben 10?
Ben 10.
On Toonami?
Toonami, no, I think that was Cartoon Network only.
Oh, okay.
Which Ben 10? The original?
No, the one after that, Alien Force.
Oh, when they're older? I'm pretty sure it was Cartoon Network. At least the first time.
No, I think it's only on Cartoon Network. Actually.
I remember watching like what other animes were on the Toonami?
Bro, I remember they showed Justice League. I'm like, oh!
Yeah, that's right. Justice League, I think they did.
There was way
They
too
showed
many.
stuff like
There's way too many memories about fucking Toonami itself.
They had variety back then. Holy shit. Not just anime.
Remember Zoids, man.
Oh, the robots? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm taking a look at their list right now.
Yo, I remember they actually aired Megas XLR. That show was the shit, man.
Is that the one where the trucker dude is like in a giant robot?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's in the big ass robot and he's fighting like aliens.
Yeah, I remember
Cool.
that. Oh, they had Reboot? Okay, I remember Reboot. That was the one with the blue people stuck in a video game. Jackie Chan Adventures was on Toonami. Okay.
I did not know that.
So was He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers.
The Batman was on there.
Yeah, the Batman. I see that right now. I'm about to go down later.
Toonami had everything in the 90s and 2000s.
Holy-
early 2000s.
They sure did.
Actually, shit, they did have a Ben 10 Alien Force.
Holy shit.
It was published in 2008.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm taking a look at their other stuff too. I see I don't know. Okay, Hellsing must be the Adult Swim one, yeah. Because I don't see that airing on regular Toonami. Because I remember there was another block for them airing like uncut stuff. I saw Hellsing. I'm like, no way that aired in the
It was
morning.
Ultimate, right? Because there was two there was two versions of Hellsing. There was the original, which only had few episodes, and then there was the Ultimate,
It
where they showed
was.
it.
It was Ultimate.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bruh, the second episode of the original Hellsing was weird. We're not recording this, right?
Yes, we are actually.
No.
Oh, well, I'm about to tell everyone the original episode 2 of the original Hellsing. Are you familiar with Vampire Blowjob?
What?
Theris?
No, not her, but there was some, there's about to be some vampire blowjobs happening in that episode.
All right then. I definitely heard it all. Like,
Just be lucky they didn't show it, even in uncut.
a vampire about to suck this man's glizzy. All right. I see the other ones like Hellboy. No, I didn't even know that was a cartoon on
Oh
there.
yeah, Hellboy, Blood and Iron, and the other ones. Those movies were amazing. Like that's definitely one of my favorite anime movies ever. Like, God, that got me into Hellboy.
Dora.
I've heard of that. I've heard of it, but I don't think I watched it. I knew a friend that was into that shit. All I remember is it was some guy that was in that anime that was getting attacked with a vending machine.
I think it was
Durarara. I know you're talking about.
yeah. Johnny Young Bush was the voice of what's this guy's name? Isaiah or something.
Basically, the whole point of that show, it's like a mystery show, and basically a lot of crimes happen in this one city, and there's like a sort of a gang war between these like two gangs, and I know that like this kid named Mikado gets caught in the crossfire, and he also gets involved with this chick named Celty who doesn't have a head. Like her head was stolen by Isaiah.
What the fuck? Evangelion was on Toonami?
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes, it was.
Wow. I'm sure they didn't cover that arc where Shinji fapped off to somebody comatose. Dude, I saw that in the fucking movie. I was like, what the fuck?
If it was on the Adult Swim block, it would have maybe.
No, the regular show outside of one of the characters getting killed by getting squeezed to death, and I'm sure that got censored. It was fine for the most part, but I'm pretty sure they censored some stuff out of there.
Actually, let's talk about the movies we've seen on Toonami, like first time ever. Like it's gonna be easy for me. Spirited Away was the first time I experienced the movie. It was on Toonami.
Spirit. Is that Studio Ghibli?
I think so. It's a Miyazaki movie. So.
Oh,
What was the movie?
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
Let me search that up.
Yeah, that was on Toonami back in 2005 or 2006. And every rerun they had, I just watched it. Like that movie's amazing.
Who
If
knows?
you haven't seen that movie,
Oh, yeah, I love
watch
Spirited
it.
Away.
Who-
Spirited Away. All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, they had some good ones. I remember Batman: Return of the Joker. That was great.
This might be Cartoon Network though, but I think they had Mystery of the Batwoman as well.
I think that was
Wait,
Cartoon Network.
But they had a lot of DC stuff.
Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz.
Yep,
Yeah.
Spirit Away. Spirit Away is Studio Ghibli.
Yep.
Who's it mocking?
3 months of movies. Let's see. Oh, they aired the Pokemon movie and
Oh, wait a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
minute. Speaking of Spirit Away, I know at one point people saying Disney held an L because Disney was supposed to grab the Studio Ghibli movies and put them to the servers. HBO Max is like, nope, we were here first. You lost your chance.
I'm telling you, this streaming thing is a hot commodity competition. They are gonna grab these
It's an
movies.
arms race.
Yeah, so
It's literally
Yep.
like it's right now what console wars are right now. Like Xbox buying 1,000 on that shit. It's legit an arms race on buying or again the distribution rights for all this stuff.
yep.
So HBO Max is PlayStation.
I think for me,
Might be.
yeah, I think for me personally, the main movies that I remember are all the fucking Dragon Ball movies because they all came to Toonami.
Yeah.
And I remember the main ones like Bardock, History of Trunks, Cooler, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I used to show that shit all the time. Trying to see if anything else sticks out.
Oh, I'm seeing the films. Oh yeah, they showed a couple of Inuyasha movies.
They also showed Princess Mononoke as well, and I remember seeing that. I think that's also Studio Ghibli, if I'm not too mistaken. The fuck? Tony Hawk had a movie?
Yeah, he did.
It's
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I gotta show the DVD art because it looks ridiculous.
No, there's also a movie called The Condor about the skater pro that has legs broken. And he became a superhero with these high-tech stuff because his friend made him. But the story is a little bit more complicated than that. But yeah, that was actually a good movie. I don't think we actually got a sequel out of it though, because shit happens. But I think there's also a Stan Lee movie produced.
Yo, they gave us a treat. Like, I see they aired the first Spider-Man movie as well, Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that or ever seeing that, so that's fucking cool.
Either.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool, actually. Damn.
Yo, can we go back in time? Damn, I want to go back in time.
All these movies were hype. Also, Batman 1989. I also missed that as well.
That's a
Oh
classic.
yeah, that was a good movie.
And the remake are out, so you can watch those.
What the hell is Bionicle?
Bionicle. Oh, that's a toy line from
Yo.
Lego, which is my shit back in the day. Like I get all the figures,
That
but they
was,
actually made like movies out of them.
that was
Yeah,
the
Veronica
fucking
had
shit
its
back in the day.
own- It had its own series. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
that's what I'm saying. Like they aired either a lot of Batman movies, DBZ, or Bionicle.
Summer Wars. Oh, that was a good movie.
Summer Wars. I don't remember that one.
It's basically like a fucking, I forgot what you call it, like a hacker attacking in a virtual world on their phones.
It kind of sounds like I do. Hold on, I'm not sure if I'm. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm too mistaken, but I remember there was like something called Dot Hack, and they used they used to show that on Toonami, I think. Well,
It was the original Sword Art Online. If you want to be real.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep.
That was the precursor to Sword Art.
And did better.
All right, what makes Sword Art so bad? Like in the last podcast, I was like clueless about this.
It's a lot. One of them
No,
being
A lot of things,
one of them
dude.
being the main character having this OP fucking stats. Where-
Kirito's a Gary still. Like he's good in everything. He has no flaws.
Yeah, that bullshit.
I cannot be
he's
touched.
basically a Mary Sue times 20.
I cannot be touched,
Right.
no matter what. You cannot kill me. I am immortal.
There's the same niggas that said I could kill Alucard in Hellsing. I'm like, what?
What?
I mean, no, if you think Pixels could kill Alucard, then sure.
Oh, dude's wild and fam. What the fuck? Okay.
I'm like, he's not gonna have those powers in real life.
They also had Iron Giant, and I do remember seeing that as well.
Oh, the Iron Giants are
That's
great.
another
that's
classic.
shame that movie flopped though, because it was really good.
Yeah.
It's great, man.
That was a classic.
I hate when there's good movies like that flops.
It's too common. Like all the trash mainstream stuff gets all the hype and stuff, right? And then when you get to the good stuff like Iron Giant, like it flops. Now other reasons could factor in like marketing and whatever though, but still like it's a damn good movie that needed more love.
Really does.
I say it's all down to marketing and people having that stupid stigma where it's like, oh, it's an animated movie, so it can't be that deep. Because people were saying that shit about DCAU movies, and I'm like, that's a garbage mentality.
Let's be honest here though. Like freaking anime movies can easily top live action movies any day because you have more room to work with. Because of stars, you could do literally anything with an anime movie, versus like you're constricted to literally real life laws of physics.
Yep.
When it comes to live action movies.
Yep.
So like the stigma against animation is just ridiculous. It's literally the same level of video game bad type stuff.
I hate that shit because it's like, look, people saying that, I just don't think they get it. It's like, okay, yes, DCAU is not perfect, and obviously their movies being short. Yeah, I can see people saying that the runtime is short or whatever, but in terms of nailing the characterization for DC characters and showing all this crazy shit that they do, they did it much better than the DCEU did on opening. DCEU is getting slightly better, but it's still not on the level that DCAU did with like original ideas and adaptations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what else they had on Toonami. I just remember they had one Tom skit where it was him running away from some red blob and it killed him and they made a new Tom.
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
Each Tom is different. Like every Tom actually gets killed off or in some fashion discontinued.
Mhm.
So the one we have now, I don't remember what happened to the last one, but I think he actually died in some battle, some shit like that, and he got replaced with the current Tom.
All of them, I'm gonna post a picture of them. So let me. Also, my desktop might screen cap this as a noise.
I did not know that, and I love Trigon.
What? Trigun?
Yeah, it had a movie, and I did not know it.
I've never seen it then.
Me neither. Goddamn. 2010 animated film set in the same universe. Oh, okay. So they kept that part,
So it's canon.
Mm.
Yes.
which is good. I'm gonna have to fucking check that out.
But all the Toms look good except for the one that's right there where he looks like, I don't know, he looks like a Lego character.
Yeah, Tom, that's the one everybody really, really disliked, which I can't say I blame him because look at all the Toms
2007 one?
beforehand. Yeah, the Tom Ford, the one, the
Oh.
furthest to the right.
Yeah.
Second to the right.
Yeah.
Everybody really hate that design because I don't blame them because look, it's a de-evolution of what Tom was, previously. Because it looks like Tom 1 but worse.
Yeah, the third Tom is the best. In my
I'd rather
opinion.
I'd rather go back to Tom 1.
Tom 3 is easily my favorite.
Same here, actually.
It was the
Especially the interface.
Yo,
Actually,
some
what's
fans were brutal, dude. It says in the wiki, like, some fans have commented that Tom Ford's face resembles Thomas the Tank Engine from the popular children's show.
Yo, come on now.
Yo,
Come on now. Even Thomas the Tank Engine would be better than fucking Tom Ford. Relax.
oh man, dude.
Okay, I will front though. In terms of character though, Tom is still Tom. Maybe a little bit more on the humorous side by comparison, but he's still Tom. But design wise, he's definitely the weakest one. I can't front. I dislike it more than Tom 1, and I really don't like Tom 1 because I don't like how like a cutesy android he looks.
Yeah,
They fixed that Tom 2, thankfully.
he's kind of looking like a midget there, Chief. But he's not as bad as Tom 4, but Tom 1's not looking the greatest either. I think the best design so far is either 3 or 5.
5 isn't too bad.
3 and 5. I like.
I gotta
Yeah.
go with 3 because that's the one I have to easily the most nostalgia over because they even had the coolest interface as well. Like, have you guys noticed the little things whenever they appear mirror thing or intermission? They have these little weird interfaces.
Yeah.
Like my favorite one is from literally Tom's 3 era, and also the returning of Toonami with Adult Swim.
Yeah, I mean 5 kind of looks like Iron Man a little bit, but for 3, I would say it's like his original look, but just modified and better.
I think in terms of the interface, I like Tom 2 and 3's better.
2 looks cool.
Yeah, like,
Because those were
Yeah.
nostalgia and better interfaces than the later on ones.
Also, they were giving out game reviews as well as Tom. I remember that.
He still does it.
Yep. Yeah, game reviews. I remember that.
I'm just
Those
taking
are the days.
I'm just taking a look through, make sure that they ain't frauding.
Oh, they
Alright, so before I get these little videos, how do you guys feel about Tom doing reviews, like game reviews?
I don't mind it personally. It's something different. It kind of, I wouldn't say it reminds me a lot of G4 because X-Play used to put that sort of like cynical twist on their reviews, and I think Tom's reviews are just pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
But
I think that's
I don't mind
Go
them
ahead.
personally. I don't mind them.
they're entertaining. I did like what Tom's room. I did love hearing Steve Bloom's voice, man.
I did like Tom doing game reviews because like you said, it was pretty straight to the point.
Right.
They gave RE7 a low score. I probably wouldn't have given it that. I think it's up there. It's an 8, in my opinion.
What score did you give it?
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I might put a little higher, maybe like 7.9, 8. I don't know.
I was about to say he could have done worse.
Yeah, a lot worse.
He did review old games. I know he reviewed Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, that was something that I totally forgot about. I forgot they were doing like GameCube era PS2 games before. I have a feeling though that was Tom 2, if I'm not too mistaken. Let's see.
I think it was 3.
No, it was Tom 2. Tom 2 was
Okay.
the old school reviews. I'm taking a look at these. Hold on, let me make sure, Tom. You ain't got no.
Let's see. Oh, the Bleach Memories of Nobody. That was my favorite Bleach movie before the one when they went to hell.
Damn, they didn't like DOA 3 at all, dude. They gave that a 6.
What?
That's not a bad score, but it's not that low. Come on.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
DOA
I'm
3
not
was
wrong.
like peak
It was
over
the-
2.
It was the peak of the series.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I know Tom did a bunch of Oh, he did one on Doom Eternal.
Look, it's all subjective. A blob got him anyway, so. Just remember
Wait,
getting
Wait, what did Tom think of Doom?
Doom. I think that was like an 8.
Oh, better than
I found this, Jim.
better than a certain someone who says Doom is trash in general.
8.5. He gave an 8.5.
Oh, Doom Eternal.
They
Yeah, 8.5.
recently reviewed AC Valhalla.
Oh,
They you got Tom
Oh,
playing
yeah,
Assassin's
Spider-Man.
Creed up in here.
He reviewed Spoodermans.
Valhalla. At least it's not Watch Dogs Legions, where it crashed 20 times.
He
Oh,
gave Spider-Man an 8 out of 10.
Go ahead.
I would be giving Watch Dogs like a 6. That's a hot 6 if it bricks consoles, dude.
Oh shit, Kaneki, he reviewed Neo.
Oh, what he thinks.
8.5.
Oh, that's not bad. Did he review the second one, or he never played it?
Yeah, he reviewed the first one.
That was the first one.
Oh, okay.
It's cool. It's cool because those type of reviews, they allow people to like sort of it opens up and they give their opinion on the matter and it just goes from there. It's very short too. I'm talking. It doesn't last that long either. It's like a minute or two and that's it.
Yeah, he was pretty much straight to the point.
Oh shit, he gave Ghost a 9.5.
Wow.
That's not the score
No.
I would give it, but
No, but it's not bad either.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
I give Ghost like a smooth 8. It's a good game, but man, some of those side missions just repeat.
That's honestly the best part about the Ghost is the side missions. Like, you just
Yeah,
explore.
they're not that great.
I-
Oh,
And speaking
that's what
of
I
which,
said.
I can't
Right.
say because like I said for Red Dead I've played side missions that have like a lot of story to them and that's kind of how I prefer it. If they do that then that's crazy. But
oh, real quick, Ren, but you said you were really liking Hades a lot, right?
yeah, I saw that he gave that to like an 8.5. It is indie, so I would sort of put it in there. But it's addicting as shit, dude.
It's like really, yeah, like the gameplay looks really fun.
Plus, if you, well, I think one thing people might not like is that death is not as challenging. Like, you're kind of encouraged to die because you go back and you get, like, story details and loot, but it's kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, it gives you an incentive to keep playing.
Okay, now I'm gonna get out of these reviews because this dude playing, like, fucking Tiger Woods and Ori and the Wisp. No, never mind. I heard Ori was a good game, though, so I'm not gonna shit on it.
Relax, man. Relax.
Look, I'm gonna give the Xbox 1. All right, I'm gonna give it 1. I'm gonna let it go, just like the console.
Well, it's also on Switch, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I guess.
Oh shoot, he reviewed the first Devil May Cry.
What did he give it? What was the first
Yep.
DMC for him?
The first one.
Andre?
Andre?
He gave it an A.
An 8?
He gave it an A plus because you have to remember the rate reviewed thing was different. Like
Oh
back then, I
yeah.
think Tom he gave games letter grades like A, B, C, D, but now he's just I think they like changed a lot. And that was like in the 2000s.
Gave it an A plus. I did not know that.
DMC1, well, it did revolutionize the hack and slash genre, but
That's a perfect score. I'm fine with it.
whew,
It was an amazing ass game.
just going back to it now is really tough. But I did enjoy DMC1 for what it was.
Especially if you
Okay.
play DMC 4 and 5. Yeah.
It's not that bad, honestly. But let's diverge from that for a second now.
Mm.
How you guys feel about the cancellation of Toonami? Did you guys see the final message now that Tom had?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you-
yeah.
Tom 4.
Yep, Tom Ford's final message to
Yeah,
everybody.
that was sad as fuck.
It was pretty sad. Like I was really bummed out when that happened because keep in mind I grew up on Toonami. I grew up in elementary school and middle school, and I was like pretty bummed out because I remember growing up on stuff like watching like Dragon Ball Z, all that good stuff, and yeah, it was pretty disheartening. But then like it came back years later, and I was pretty happy. So
Yeah, I don't know why Adult Swim has this mentality to cancel good shit. And
No fun.
well, I guess even though that
Cartoon
was like a Freudian slip, even though that's the case, like Cartoon Network still has the tendency to do that as well. Like something good comes along, they cancel it, and then they try to put
Wait.
something else in the middle of the
Hold
block.
on. Who canceled them? Not Adult Swim, but Cartoon Network at the time.
Yeah, Cartoon Network at the time just made the decision to not do Toonami anymore.
Oh man.
And then I'm not sure what replaced it, but I
Nothing
assume
replacement.
No, it's just Adult Swim continuing with their anime block, which I'll give them credit for.
okay. Well,
And they ended that though.
that's not too bad, but I'm in the opinion where it's like I kind of prefer anime to be like in the evening as well as night, because that's how it was
Yeah.
before. Is like if you miss one, you can catch the other one.
I remember it used to be like 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
Yep. And when they aired Toonami originally, it was in the evening for me, so I managed to catch Rurouni Kenshin and Samurai X after school.
Oh, friend, they also showed Zatch Bell, if you remember that.
I remember that show, but only faintly.
Oh,
Yeah, too
damn.
bad they didn't finish it though.
It was like a blonde kid or whatever.
Yeah, the dub was never finished. If you want to finish the whole series, you gotta watch the Japanese
oh, it wasn't finished. Damn.
Japanese version of the show.
Tom 1 getting eaten by a red sea of Vagisil. What is going on?
What?
I ain't say nothing. You ain't hear that.
What's wrong with you, Ryan?
I ain't say nothing though. I'm just posting what I saw.
Tom 1 can hear you in the skies, probably.
I was like, can we nuke this man off the planet, please? Thank you.
Boom.
But yeah, I mean, it's for I keep saying Adult Swim. Fuck, I keep thinking about Adult Swim. But for Toonami, it's unfortunate. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Did you guys see when they did their first block on Toonami where it was like it was adult for the first time, and they were showing uncut versions of shows?
Like it was when was that?
No, it wasn't Adult Swim. It was a little bit beforehand where they were showing Dragon Ball uncut for the first time, and the intro was in red instead of them doing.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, instead of them doing
think I remember
the
that, yeah.
dragon like a dragon, it was different music.
I know.
Song was cat.
I know. Even at one point, they even show it without Toonami. They will show it earlier.
Let me see.
Before Toonami.
I think it was Toonami Uncut, because that's also where I saw Gundam Wing Uncut. That was blood and shit.
Yeah, they weren't holding back when they were showing some of these shows uncut.
Let me take a look. Toonami Reactor. What the fuck? Oh, so they had TV shows on certain syndications as well. This man Tom was all over the place. My God, sir.
Tom was the guilt.
Yep, still is.
So any final thoughts on Toonami before we, or final questions before we wrap this up?
The original era was the best era of Toonami. Toonami, on Adult Swim is still good, but it's definitely not what it was before, given
Not the
like
same.
how Toonami
Yeah.
started out.
Personally, Toonami was at their peak in the late 90s to early 2000s, like early to mid 2000s. They were at their peak. Like that was when Toonami at their best, in my opinion.
Yeah, that era is pretty much the reason how people got into anime in the first place.
To be quite honest though, that was definitely Cartoon Network as well at the strongest.
Yeah.
I agree too, but yeah, like 90s they were great. Really, I think like late 2000s they started going downhill quite a bit. But yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah. And then Toonami got One Piece after 4Kids went bye-bye.
Oh yeah, they did. Justice
Remember that.
League and Beast Wars was on here. The fuck?
I think so, yeah.
And both original Thundercats, like the.
You guys remember the 4Kids?
Because I remember the One Piece,
Oh god.
what they did is they showed the 4Kids dub in, like, I want to say the first season first, and then the rest of the seasons, what they show is mostly the Funimation dub.
They also had Batman the Animated Series. It's a lot of good shit up here. A lot of good.
We could be here forever.
Wait, they're showing Shenmue on
Oh yeah, Shenmue was getting an anime adaptation actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Adult Swim's Toonami programming.
You see, that's the Toonami I miss, because at least they're giving Shenmue the fucking first preview, first time showing it on TV.
Yeah.
And it's a game, people like, and it's getting into anime.
Yeah.
That's called fucking Risk. I miss that Toonami.
Yeah, but Toonami actually just had like so many different kinds of things on it.
Other than that, they were just I see some other ones that I didn't see back in the time. There were some Pokemon movie freaks. They were getting them cheeks clapped with the movies back then. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Pokemon.
But
I remember.
Yeah, but they had a lot of movies for Pokemon, and I think Clone Wars was also on Toonami as well.
Yep, it was.
That's how
Actually, it had Clone Wars uncensored on the Toonami.
That too.
It actually had one of the Stormtroopers actually curse.
Is there like more violence in there or what?
No, it's just there was more profanity in the Toonami versions.
Because the only thing I really truly remember is when that dude got body trying to hit on Anakin's like wife or whatever, and he force choked him.
Mm-hmm.
he said, you know what,
God.
you're a coward Jedi. You can't beat me without your lightsaber, and he beat his ass.
I remember when Toonami lost Naruto Shippuden at one hand.
Oh yeah, Disney. XD.
Disney.
I remember.
That was a mistake.
The filler, man. Oh god, dude.
Never forget Disney XD, man. Disney XD it was okay.
Okay, I assume because man, for Naruto, so they lost both the original and Shippuden, because I'm pretty sure Shippuden
No,
was
just Shippuden
okay.
Just Shippuden.
at the time, but it didn't last long, because pretty much what they showed of, I want to say the first and the first part of the second season, they censored so much.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
You know
I
something
don't think it's
connecting? You want
What?
something? They had Shippuden for about, I want to say, till 2012, because they had it in 2009 to 2012. And
How many seasons they showed?
I can't remember, because if I recall, I want to say they went up to the Sasuke arc in Shippuden.
Oh, that wasn't much.
Yeah, I feel like they had it till then, and then just kind of lost the rights
Because-
to it, which, yeah.
Because Ren, I'll tell you this: when they lost Naruto Shippuden, and when people was watching it for the first time in Disney XD, they was not pleased, because they were censoring so much from like the scenes in especially the first season, to where there's like no blood. They had to redub some of the fucking what the characters were saying.
It was like that with Dragon Ball as well.
Yeah.
No, for Nickelodeon or whatever. Like they censored a lot for Dragon Ball Kai to a point where it even detracted some people from watching it.
Oh my god.
Like Blue Popo.
Oh
I think-
yeah, he was
yeah.
blue, not black.
Oh yeah, the colors they for kids. So they're pulling a for kids.
And then they
I
had
think
to go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and then they had their Yu-Gi-Oh simulation with Byakugan battle monsters or battle brawlers.
Yeah, Bakugan was interesting.
The hell is Steins Gate? Because supposedly they had
Oh,
that.
you never heard of Steins Gate?
Nope. Was it good?
I didn't watch it personally though. I just know it's this.
I think you have to talk to Chaos about that because he's seen it.
Blue Dragon was also like, oh no, Dragon Ball GT. No.
That was the show that showed more of that than the original Dragon Ball.
Oh, I remember that in that terrible song in the beginning, Grand Tour.
Up into the
That's the
grand
best part
tour.
we talking about.
Why do we need rap in Dragon Ball? Like, oh man. Well, I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm like you. Well, characters can literally be that monkey, so
Oh my god.
I'll be that monkey.
it could turn into a Uzaru and be that monkey. So maybe it's not far off. So, any other opinions on Toonami before we close out of this one?
I think that's it. Actually,
It was really good. They have a nice selection, just like Adult Swim. One thing I might do is I might combine these podcasts so people have like longer content. So if you want to listen to like the Adult Swim part, you can listen to that. For the other one, I'll try to put a skip button in there and make it more fun.
Oh,
I think my final say is I remember a lot Toonami from back then than right now.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
agree.
same here.
I don't. Is there any new Toonami programming that's popping? I have to see this.
The only thing that I notice is popping is other than fucking trash sort of online is Assassination Classroom, but that anime was been out.
Okay, let me look at their current lineup. Okay, they got Demon Slayer. I see him. I see him, fam.
I couldn't get into that show for some reason.
I
I
didn't like it.
I kind of liked it, but yeah.
The Michael Jackson, whoever that Michael Jackson character was, I like that dude.
Muzan's great. He's a great.
I'm
Every
like, that dude was bound to be beamed on.
My only issue with Demon Slayer is it's a bit slow at the beginning. Like not much really happens until like much later.
they're showing Shippuden again. Why?
Because that show has, and this is one thing I like and don't like about Toonami, because of the fact that, you know, Shippuden still gets views. People still watch it. A lot of people, they're willing to stay up just to watch Shippuden again. It gets repetitive, but they'll still show it.
Okay, so
Either that or it's not over.
the main shows I'm seeing is Shippuden, Dragon Ball Super, Sword Art Online, Fire Force, Assassination Classroom,
Okay,
and
Fire Force is new.
and Demon Slayer. I've never heard of Fire Force or Assassination Classroom, so people have to clue us in for that one.
Well, the Assassination Classroom, I could tell you, fucking, just imagine, you know, a yellow octopus teaching kids how to assassinate.
That
Okoro Sensei.
that sounds weird and oddly amusing.
There you go.
And the last few ones I'm going back to October is well, obviously they ain't showing Samurai Jack no more, but that used to be on there. JoJo, Black Clover, let's see. They used to show some DCAU shit, and what else? What the hell is Ballmeister? What? All right, I'm just gonna post this in the chat, and you guys can go from there. Because I cannot pronounce this. Ball Masters. I don't know. 9009. Yeah.
Oh, I seen that. I don't know if it's no. It looks more of like a Adult Swim cartoon than a Toonami anime.
It does, because you got this nigga like half naked right here. Like, what the fuck going on?
I seen the first couple episodes. I did like it, but like the later episodes, I just turned it off because I don't know. I probably lost interest in it.
The master is smacking testicles against her forehead. And that's the show right there.
Also, here, Ren, just for your GT opening fix.
The only other thing I'm going back in the past. The only other thing I think I remember is Paranoia Agent, and I just remember that show being weird.
Oh, wait. There's another show that Toonami showed, and it was like, I don't think anyone even know what that show is at the time. You ever seen Parasite?
No.
It's like it was basically like an alien came to Earth, but the alien was on the
that anime.
yeah.
He got the powers, yeah.
Yeah, he got the alien
Parasite.
powers.
I remember really liking Parasite. That was a pretty good. That was a good anime.
I even read the manga too before it was even showed on Toonami. That shit was insane.
And the last thing that they showed, like all the way back then, is My Hero Academia, and I've never. I keep hearing of this. I've never seen it.
My Hero is like really. I'll put it this way: it's this generation's like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, it's basically shonen.
Yep, it's super popular, dude. Like, really, like, anytime you think of anime, that's the first thing that'll come up.
Basically, my reaction to that show is Marvel. Take notes in the comic department.
Yeah.
I've never seen My Hero, so I can't comment on it. All I know is that I keep seeing people promote the green hair guy, or I keep seeing cosplayers wanting to be this frog lady, and I just think that's weird.
Oh, now those are the popular characters. Is Deku and Froppy. Well, I forgot her real name, but they call her Froppy.
Otherwise, yeah, it's notable stuff, but not really as deep as last time. Oh, and all the way back in February is like Attack on Titan and shit like that, which is I keep hearing people say it's overrated, but again, I don't watch it that much. But yeah, that's final thoughts on Adult Swim. So I guess we're gonna get out of here finally. This podcast, well, I think combined with the other one, it should be like almost an hour 30, so hopefully you people enjoy that. We're gonna get out of here, and we will see you guys next time. Later.
Later.